Live from Studio 2B, it's Around the MCFL with your hosts, Ian and Reed McCary.
Hey now! Well, E, can I just say I'm thrilled to be back on the air after technical difficulties forced us to cancel the show for the very first time in history.
Took a massive capital infusion from our sponsors to get the computer systems back up and running so quick, but they came through. The good people of Hormel got it done. And here we are, back on the air.
Absolutely, and excited about it. But let's get straight to this week's game, starting out with the Mullen Conference. Theme from the bottom became theme from second from the bottom as they blasted a bye-week weekend Coach Peasy 124-62. Theme was led by Colston, Mendenhall, and Devin Hester.
You are ridiculous! I could not help myself, I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Only Felix Jones beat his projected point total from Yahoo, but it was 0 points, so that's not saying too much for you, Sean. WRZ continued to roll as they beat Belichick's Bastards 120-92. Has anyone noticed how eerily similar these guys' logos are? I mean, good thing Jay went with the gray eyebrows, or I'd be totally lost. 23 points each from the Jets defense, and Fred Jackson led the Wicked Whip, the 5-1. Fuck.
That's why we say WRZ.
Turner shined with 27 points in the loss for Drew.
Scoot and the Maytals sent Kong to their sixth straight defeat, 95-72. That makes it 2 in a row for the former champ. I think one more is called a winning streak. Josh Freeman came up big during Rivers' bye week for the Maytals with 20 points. Peyton Hillis has Biff Honey ready to hang up the coaching whistle and don the mustard jacket at MCFL TV as an analyst. But first, I think you need to take care of some business with the Yahoo prediction staff, Biff. The Granby Goats showed up ready to play, and it showed, with a 117-58 victory over the Capital Reformers. The Reformers were possibly jet-lagged after playing in Europe last week. No one on their team beat their projection. Aaron Rodgers put in a big effort, but Ahmad Bradshaw got the game ball with 130 total yards and 3 TDs.
The Apocalypto are back to their intimidating ways, sending messages, predicting doom for the rest of the league. GM Alan Clark got 40 points from his starting running backs and ran over the Mustangs 103-77. Lackluster efforts from Ryan Terrain, Owen Daniels, and Deshaun Jackson are reportedly due to Cartman's propaganda campaign. So the standings in the Mullen Conference show WRZ, CA, and CR up top at 5-1. Kong now lonely in the bottom at 0-6, the final winless team in the league. You look great in the mustard jacket, Biff.
Now this week's Celebrity Pick'em Experience is brought to you by, you guessed it, Hormel. Hormel Food Groups International has donated to us this lovely prize pack to whoever can submit the best MCFL logo or theme song idea. How about that, E?
I just wish I could draw or sing. Maybe then I could make it on MCFL TV one day.
E, you're on MCFL TV, and the better news is, right after the show ends, you, Scoot, and I, we're gonna go hog wild on some Mary Kitchen corned beef hash.
We are?
Yeah. Hey now!
We're happy to welcome back to the show MCFL gambling guru Michael Jackson for the Celebrity Pick'em segment.
Hello?
Michael, you're 7-1 picking games in the MCFL this year. You know what it takes to be a good team. And if you ask me, the Kingston Dolphins are the best team in the MCFL. What do you think of that?
When I was your age, I had 6 gold records.
Jeez. Sounds like both of you could use a little bit of humility.
My mind doesn't run that way.
Well, let's just get into the picks, guys, alright? This week, the Granby Goats take on the Belichick's Bastards. Are you taking the Goats in this one, Mike?
That I'm not.
The former champ has really struggled this season. Do you think Kong can pull off his first win as he takes on Theme from the Bottom?
Well, back in 1979, I got real depressed when my Off the Wall album just got 1 lousy Grammy nomination.
That sucked. So, you like the 0-6 underdog?
Why not?
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Alright, so you took the Rough Riders last week. Are you going to take them again? And you think they can beat the Snow Tigers to make it 4 straight wins for them?
Totally false.
Alright, going with the Snow Tigers. You're really quite the animal lover there, aren't you, though, Mike?
The elephants and giraffes and crocodiles and tigers and lions. Macaulay Culkin, Brooke Shields, Diana Ross, Manuel Lewis, and Bubbles.
You are disgusting.
The Ramacorns look to be the heavy favorites against an injury-riddled Amaka.
Just because it's in print doesn't mean it's the gospel.
I'm not sure what that means. Are you taking Amaka?
I am. Yes.
All right, great.
Well, that was a great interview with Michael. Let's get right into Miles Conference action and get this one over with, Reed. You lost a heartbreaker on Monday night to Daddy's Girl, 84.34 to 83.18. We can point to a few plays that did you in: the Garcon fumble, Mark Sanchez running for a touchdown, the cowardly play calling of Jason Garrett. But I think it was the Quincy Jade that did you in.
Well, I felt really hard done by this loss, E, so I went and did some research to see if maybe the partial points law wasn't put into effect this year. Maybe I could have won this one. However, I would have lost 80 to 78, so really it worked out better for me. So, well done, Caitlin. Good on ya.
Every point was crucial in this one. Even Vernon Davis's .80 contributed to the win. Both teams stand at 3-3 in Miles Conference play. The Snow Tigers took down the Little Indians 121-76. As we said, Devin Hester was good on Sunday, but bear witness to the determination and athletic prowess showed by Tigers kicker Billy Cundiff. His 17 points led Gian Akshara's team to a victory. Both teams 3-3, like just about everyone else in the conference.
True story. Now, unfortunately, and this one was really sad for me personally, MCFL TV was off air for the huge celebration that erupted in San Antonio last week as Amaka nabbed her first win of the season. But what was more sad than that, Ian, was her 65-point total this week. I mean, she got negative .3 points from Scott Chandler, negative .4 points from Pierre Thomas.
I don't think I've ever seen two players with negative points on the same team in the same week. That is sad.
I mean, fantasy football is something new every week. Ahmad Bradshaw and Aaron Rodgers scored over 50% of Moon's scoring as he wins 99-65. A shootout in Kingston saw the Dolphins win 119-108 over Reynolds Wrap. Elisa's hard luck streak continues as her opponents are averaging 113 points a game. Our gambling guru, Michael Jackson, is saying take the over if Elisa and Keela are involved in this one. Same old story for your boys, E. Fred Jackson, Darren McFadden, Calvin Johnson, still good. Again.
This week's upset special was the Maine Tides over the Ramacorns, 81-72. Not too much excitement in the fantasy game. However, MCFL TV News is reporting that both owners were in the building to see a real-life Tom Brady comeback, and one that featured JoJo, the newlywed, on the Jumbotron. A heartfelt congratulations to Joe and Nicole from the entire MCFL TV staff. We interrupt your regularly scheduled MCFL TV programming to bring you live coverage of the MCFL Owner Summit and Constitutional Convention. We're going to go to Reed McCary on location in a minute, but first a word from our sponsor.
You might be wondering why you haven't heard enough about Spam these days. And that's because there's all new Spam Light. 50% less fat, 25% less sodium, and 33% less calories. That's a deal in a jar.
Reed McCary here for MCFL TV live at the Quincy Marriott in Quincy, Massachusetts, giving you all-access coverage to the 2011 MCFL Owners Summit. Now, rumor has it that there's also a wedding going on, but that is as of yet unconfirmed by my sources. MCFL TV is looking forward to giving you all behind the access of all phases of the Owner Summit. So, reporting live, Reed McCary, MCFL TV. Hey now!
Thanks, Reed. We were able to get some exclusive footage from the opening ceremony at the summit, so let's go to that now.
Amen. Let the party begin.
Alright, Reed McCary here, and it looks like we finally got a quorum together, and we're going to see if all the 97 MCFL owners that are here, all the delegates from each team, can maybe ratify the league constitution. It's going to be exciting to see how this plays out. As always, Reed McCary, MCFL TV.
As the convention heated up, the brothers Mullen made an impassioned speech regarding the lack of a constitution. As always, MCFL TV was there.
Brother here. Actually, Jojo, you're probably there. I'll leave it to Jay right now. First, Drew and I want to give a toast to
All the MCFL owners for attending.
Mark and Marilyn. For a lovely
MCFL Owners Summit.
place is absolutely beautiful. So thank you for having us, and thank you for raising such an amazing.
Interest in the league's policies.
Are absolutely in love with
The MCFL.
there. So thank you. Here's the Mark. So Drew and I talked a lot about this speech and what we're going to say about.
The things that need to change in this league.
So here's
We need a league constitution.
we had a blast, talking about.
All the chump owners in the Miles Conference that had to sit by and watch Dad pick up Andre Johnson.
Old stories with our family, and what was interesting is that time after time we kept on coming back to the same thing, that
One of us is chasing the kids around the house, and we find out Moon has picked up Ronnie Brown or Ben Tate for the Mustangs. We need a waiver wire lock. We need a can't cut list always in effect. We need a rules etched in stone.
Okay, great stuff from the commission is PR man Jason Mullen of WRZ.
Oh, just got a text from Reed. Looks like they got another update from the convention floor.
Alright, all the delegates seem to be exiting the quorum. Apparently everything was going smoothly. They were just kicking off left and right, doing a great job. But when it came to the waiver wire lock during the gameplay, everything came to a standstill. As you see, everybody is going to be exiting, and it looks like no progress will be made on the ratifying the legislations.
Well, it looks like the Constitution will have to wait for another day, but MCFL TV will be sure to keep you up to date on any breaking news on that. So for now, that's all.
Hey now!
Well, here are the Miles Conference standings. It's a real exciting playoff race as 6 teams stand at 3-3. Kingston Dolphins up top, Maka's in the basement. Alright, and now it's time for everybody's favorite, the Hormel Power Rankings. But first, a word from our sponsor.
I enjoy Hormel homestyle corned beef hash so much that I juice it so I can enjoy a refreshing sip day or night. Oh man. I don't know if it's the corn, the beef, or the rehydrated vegetable proteins, but everyone needs to give liquefied corned beef a try.
Hey now! Alright, and with that, this week's power rankings are as follows. At number 5, we got the Rough Riders. Number 4, the Capital Reformers. Number 3, Cartman's Apocalypto. Number 2, the Wicked Rippa Zippas. Number 1, the Kingston Dolphins.
That's all we got for the show this week. I'm really excited to see what happens with the Constitution, and we should set a date for the breakfast cook-off.
Definitely, Ian. And also, I just want to reiterate that you guys can submit anything you'd like featured on MCFL TV straight to us at mcfltv@gmail.com. I mean, either you want to talk smack to another GM, you want to talk smack to us, please. If you also have a Hormel ad, send it right into us, alright? So how about that, E?
How about that?
Hey now!